8-bar solo break in which Charlie Parker lays down one of the most incredible world-changing breaks in history, many of you have heard. And then on to Night in Tunisia, which is the tune at hand. And the reason I chose this song is that I'm trying to work on tunes that were played a lot and that were an early part of the bebop tradition. This was written in 1942, and everybody and his brother and sister played this tune along the way. And as I've been mentioning, the bebop is in the music and so forth, but there's not a lot of bebop in this tune other than maybe a couple little licks in the bridge you can snag something from. So it's one of the tunes that you have to have a reference point to play and sound good on this baby. And I'm going to give you a couple little clues about that. And first of all, this is a Dizzy Gillespie tune. I think he had some help from a couple of others, but at any rate, and Jamie Abersol, thank you for letting me use all these materials. This is out of his Groovin' High collection. It's number 43 in the good book, and there it is. If you look at Jamie's chord scales, chord layout there, the first thing you'll see is an F7th followed by an E minor, then an F7th, E minor, F7th, E minor, and so forth. And that's it. But there's so much more going on than just that. Because, you know, you find the scales for those, but man, those things imply a lot of sounds. I'm going to just give you a little idea now and talk you through some of these possibilities. Now, a lot of people just use that straight half step dominant going to that minor tonic dominant, and that's all they play. And boy, that, to me, after about 2 courses of that, you know, you're ready to say next, please, in line. So what else is implied by that? That F dominant actually is a substitute for the 5 chord, the B7th, that goes to E minor like this. Now, you also heard me use that half diminished baby in there like this. And if you toss a little lick like this in there, that's where all of those embellishments, and that's where your bebop you're going to be learning in these little videos comes from. All the other stuff. Listen to a little of that. Now, some other tricks I've learned, I'm going to show you, just like on that E minor, you know, I use an A dominant scale in there all of the time like this. Now, I will vary some notes in there because that doesn't always just work out, but the sound is there. That A dominant scale and the half diminished in there, in combination with the half diminished from the F chord, that first chord, you've got some serious stuff, and it sounds like this. I'll show you how, and it's something great to play off of. some serious implications for some nice vocabulary. And you can see that there's just a ton of stuff like that all over the place to play on. All right, let's go to the bridge real quick before we run out of time here. On Jamie Aebersold's chord sheet in the bridge, he starts with a B half diminished going to an E7 with a sharp 9 and to an A minor. And that's like a little 2-5-1 with alterations. And, you know, they sound great. And you can play that half diminished. But you can also take that half diminished, like my little system of moving those up and down the diminished ladder with the flat 7 setups. And man, you can play a lot more vocabulary. A lot more vocabulary is available right away. So here's how that sounds. Yo, that half diminished vocabulary, moving it around up and down the diminished ladder. Take me up on my 10-day trial offer and come to the Jazz Everyone website and check out the half diminished 2-pack and the diminished 3-pack for some clarification and some killer drills and stuff to get that going. And by the way, vocabulary in Night in Tunisia is full of opportunities to just drop in lots of serious blues vocabulary. I'm going to end this up now with a little toot, and then I'll probably close my solo out with some serious blues sounds.